you know, theoretically, it'd be nice to be coming to the end of the phrase rather than just stop in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, I think you can finish.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, our last student has come in, so
And-
wrap up.
Okay, wrap it up.
They won't have seated until I think you're done, and like they'll wait for
Okay.
that, and then they'll make an announcement for them to sit when you finish.
Okay.
And I'm standing at that chair. I'll be standing at the chair. Okay.
Perfect.
You good?
Yep.
Thank you. Now we know.
So this is what? Is that a bit? Is that,
About right. Not quite as fast.
all right, a little bit. One, about. One, two, ready, go. Yeah, that one probably didn't matter that much.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, well, let's just say,
Let's see what happens.
we'll see. All right. Fair and warm. Who starts this? And this has mutes. Are we using mutes? Are we using mutes? No? All right.
I think it's just you. The lead has the mute.
It does. Bum, 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 bum. How does this go? Ba-da-da-da-da.
Are you giving us a measure first?
So about like that. One. All right, here it comes. One, two, ready, go.
Nice. We have a water, please.
And that one
Have a water.
sounded all very good.
It did, yeah. It's only 10 minutes worth.
Groovy.
Did that?
Only 10 minutes left, right? 5 up. They're starting at 5 up.
It's usually, we should have asked for that. Usually they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good at
We
it.
gotta make sure we get Battle Hymn in there.
Doing groovy?
That's what I'm a little worried about.
Oh,
though.
okay. Well,
I'm not sure.
This
Yeah.
part is okay.
Oh, it's not that. We'll go and do it.
Yeah.
This is a good arrangement though.
Is this, so, where's the melody here? Da 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 dee da 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 dee da ba da da bum da 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 dee da 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 da.
I don't know who has it.
Not me.
About 1, 2,
Who has the beginning?
Who was the bell in the beginning?
I got 3 beats out.
You
Ba
have it.
da da dum bum.
We'll try it, see what happens.
So I'm the only, so
I come in on beat one.
you come in on beat.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
sorry.
one.
All right.
I thought that's for the melody. My mistake.
Oh, well, who knows?
Sue's got it.
So about 1, 2. All right, here it comes. 1, 2, ready, go.
miss the clearness where you can see when they're coming out in front of the
Yeah.
session. She'll tell us.
Well, I don't see her yet.
It's only
Who's
10
got
hours.
the beginning here?
I do.
What does it sound like? One section at the beginning of that last one. This is. We covered it.
Huh?
That,
So,
that groove.
Ba-dum, ba-dum. 1, 2, ready, go.
Good covering.
We
Good covering.
Well,
that
there were
improvising
some other
there?
things that didn't get covered. What's next?
Albinier.
Yeah.
All right, so that, is that the one you said there was a flute on that?
Yeah, it's out.
All right.
Mine was marked just in pen, but it's stored that way necessarily. I don't know.
The only thing we have to do is if she tells us they're ready, with the watcher and kind of cut in the middle as we can at the end of a phrase or something.
Yeah. We're kind of close. Should we go ahead anyway?
So this is only 2.5 minutes, I think. It's 2.5 minutes, I think.
Like that.
Yep.
I start.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Purcell.
Purcell?
That's
Long
fine.
time.
Yeah.
They're ready for pop. They're lining up back there. We're bringing someone on stage. We're probably close. These are quick little ditties.
That was it, right? I don't see anybody walking up or anything like that. Right?
Yep.
1, 2, ready, go.
I declare this the 54th annual commencement of Delaware Technical Community College, Jack F. Owens campus. Please remain standing and please silence your cell phones. Our ceremony begins with the national anthem sung by Delaware Tech Constable Joel Morris, followed by the invocation by Chaplain William Guy from the Delaware Air National Guard, currently on active duty orders at Dover Air Force Base's 436 Airlift Wing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I invite you to join me in a word of prayer. Most gracious and loving God, as we gather this evening, we celebrate the amazing accomplishments of our graduates. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to those that lost loved ones yesterday in Uvalde, Texas. We ask that you will comfort and bring a level of peace that only you can to the families and communities who are grieving. As a community today, we rejoice with our graduates because of their endurance, their determination, their passion. We ask that during the ceremony, they will be refreshed, rejuvenated, motivated for the journey ahead. We ask that you will give them eyes to see beyond where they are now and hope to believe in an amazing future. May your blessings continue to be with the staff here at Del Tech and with the family and the friends and all of those who supported our graduates throughout the years. Let family and friends continue to be a source of strength and encouragement for each other as they move forward in life. Bless now our time together and what this moment means for many who are gathered here today. We ask this in your precious name. Amen.
Please be seated. Good evening. I'm Bobby Behrens, the Vice President and Campus Director of the Owens Campus, and I am honored to welcome you to our annual commencement ceremony this evening. I will start by introducing our leadership team and ask that they please stand as their names are called. We will hold our applause until all are standing. First, from our Board of Trustees, Nancy Shavak, Chair of the Board. General Ernest Talbert, Jr., Diane Glenn, Michael Hare. Also on the dais are Dr. Mark Brainerd, College President, Dr. Valencia Lynn Beatty, Vice President for Human Resources and Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, Justina Thomas, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Lisa Peel, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs, Major General Michael R. Berry, our keynote speaker this evening, Chaplain William Guy. Christy Moriarty, Dean of Instruction. Dr. Leslie Mergner, Assistant Dean of Instruction. Dr. Michelle Wark, Dean of Student Affairs. Dr. Chris Moody, Director of Workforce Development and Community Education. Lacey Weller, Director of Human Resources. Kimberly Fisher, Faculty Senate Chair. Holly Hawkins, Staff Senate Chair. Nancy Broadhurst, President of the Owens Campus Alumni Association. Janelle Boyer, Director of Communication and Planning. And Pearlie Knight Morrison, Class of 2022 Student Speaker. Thank you all for your commitment and dedication to our students. Please be seated. Tonight, we celebrate the success of the graduating class of 2022, as well as the graduates from our classes of 2020 and 2021 who have joined us this evening. We are so incredibly proud of our graduates, a group with varied backgrounds, diverse goals, and inspirational stories. Let me share with you some interesting facts about the Owens campus graduating class of 2022. This year, we are awarding 668 degrees and diplomas. Yeah, you can clap about that. That's good. There are 5 international graduates from 4 different countries in your class. The average age of your class is 27. The youngest graduate is 18 years old, and our oldest graduate is 70 years young. Let's give a hand for that. $628, about 95% of your class are Delaware residents. 10 of your classmates are graduating with multiple credentials. 4 will receive dual associate degrees, and 6 will receive an associate degree and a diploma. We have a smart group in front of us today, board. 349, or 53% of these graduates, are graduating with honors, and 26 have a perfect 4.0 GPA. Delaware Tech is a place where families pursue their education, and tonight we have husbands and wives, we have twins and siblings crossing the stage together. 33 of our graduates tonight are receiving their Bachelors of Science in Nursing, and we have, go ahead nurses. And I'm very proud to say that we have 38 veterans and service members graduating tonight. Thank you for your service. Graduates, we know each of you has worked hard to get to this impressive milestone, and we are incredibly proud of all of you. Despite the challenges you've encountered along the way, especially over these past 2 years, you managed to overcome them all to reach the finish line. And finally today, you can celebrate. You now join the ranks of thousands of Delaware Tech graduates before you who have gone on to become our state's nurses, teachers, law enforcement officers, healthcare providers, business leaders, first responders, and so much more. We are looking forward to see where you go next, and we congratulate you on reaching this important academic goal. At this time, I am honored to introduce our college president, Dr. Mark Brainerd, a proud graduate of Delaware Tech. Dr. Brainerd was appointed the college's 5th president in 2014. Prior to his current role, he spent more than 3 decades in executive-level leadership roles in higher education, business, and state government in Delaware. Dr. Brainerd leads by example. He values people, and he creates environments where creativity and collaboration can flourish. Most important, he is deeply committed to Delaware Tech and our students. At this time, please join me in welcoming our college president, Dr. Mark Brainerd, to the podium.
Thank you, Bobby. Congratulations, graduates, all of you, 2022, 2021, and 2020. Congratulations, this is your night. I'm sure there were times when you thought you might not ever hear those words, but your day has finally arrived, and it's time to honor and celebrate each and every one of you. This is obviously an exciting time for the class of 2022, but as you know, Dr. Barron's already said it, and we're also celebrating the class of 2020 and 2021. We're thankful that we're able to honor and celebrate those students who graduated these past 2 years but never had the opportunity to walk across this stage. So again, congratulations to each and every one of you. Your hard work and determination has certainly paid off, and it's even more impressive that you all achieved this milestone despite incredible challenges these past 2 years. As a fellow graduate of Delaware Tech, I still remember what it was, believe it or not, I still remember what it was like sitting where you are today, feeling proud and relieved. But also, I was feeling a bit anxious about what was next, what the future might hold, and what I could look forward to, whether or not there was more success like you're having tonight. But there's one thing that I knew for sure, and that was I would not have made it to graduation without all of the help, support, and encouragement from so many people in my life, from family to faculty. So let's take a few minutes to say thank you to some of the very special people who helped you reach this goal, those you're probably thinking about right now. So first, let's thank your families, all of the parents, spouses, children, siblings, and other loved ones here with you tonight, either in person or in spirit, who supported you when you needed the most. Let's thank them. Now let's thank another group of supporters, some of whom are almost excited about this day as you are. And I'm talking about the dedicated faculty and staff here at Delaware Tech who work hard here every single day helping our students achieve their goals. So please join me in thanking our faculty, counselors, and advisors. Please don't hesitate to thank them in person when you see them, and keep those connections because they're great to have as you progress through your career or your higher education or both. A quick review of tonight's program shows that many of you have not only reached this impressive milestone of graduation, but you've also excelled academically during your time here. At Delaware Tech, we recognize the various levels of academic distinction based on cumulative grade point average of our students. So at this time, we'd like to recognize those members of your class who are graduating with academic honors. So first, if you're wearing a white cord signifying that you're graduating cum laude with praise, having achieved a grade point average of 3.25 to 3.49, please stand at this time and be recognized. Thank you. Now, with those of you wearing a silver cord, graduating magna cum laude with great honor, having achieved a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.79, please stand at this time. Thank you. And those of you wearing a gold cord, graduating summa cum laude with highest honor, having achieved a grade point average of 3.8 to 4.0, please stand at this time and be recognized. Many of you are also graduating from National Honor Societies. So with those of you wearing the gold stole from Phi Theta Kappa, the Honor Society for Community Colleges, and the blue stole from Alpha Beta Gamma, the Business Honor Society, please stand at this time. The final group of graduates that we would like to honor and recognize at this time are those wearing the red, white, and blue honor cords, our student veterans. At this time, I ask that anyone in the audience who has served or is currently serving in the United States Armed Forces to please stand and join our graduating veterans so we can recognize and thank you all for your service. In closing, we want to make sure that all of you know that today is just the beginning, and Delaware Tech has prepared you for everything and anything you want to accomplish. If you're sitting there, as I was years ago, asking yourself whether you can get that bachelor's degree or get that promotion or find that new job or go to graduate school or medical school or law school, the answer is yes. It's a resounding yes. Yes, you can, yes, you should, yes, you must, because Delaware Tech has prepared you for everything and anything you want to accomplish. So please celebrate tonight, enjoy yourselves, be healthy and safe, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Brainerd. Let us now turn to our commencement address. Business Management graduate Pearlie Knight Morrison will introduce our commencement speaker. Tonight, Pearlie is graduating with a degree in Business Management. She is the current president of the Eta Psi chapter of Alpha Beta Gamma National Honor Society, secretary of the Student Government Association, and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Pearlie is originally from Brooklyn, New York, and we are so happy she found Delaware Tech to pursue her college career. When Pearlie first registered for classes, she was homeless. As she worked hard to earn her degree, finding and maintaining financial stability continued to be a challenge. She is a first-generation college student and is so thankful for the support of our generous donors so that she could achieve her goal of graduating from college with her associate's degree. Pearlie is also an artist and proud owner of Pearl Knight Tees, a small t-shirt business. Please join me in welcoming Pearlie to the podium.
Good evening. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Major General Michael R. Berry. Major General Berry assumed his duties as the Adjutant General for the Delaware National Guard on March 1st, 2019. He is responsible for the mission readiness of all Delaware National Guard units to include over 1,500 soldiers and 1,100 airmen for both federal and state missions. Major General Berry enlisted in the Delaware Army National Guard under the Reserve Officers Training Corps Simultaneous Membership Program in September 1988. He received his commission through the Reserve Officers Training Corps at the University of Delaware in May 1989. Major General Berry earned a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice from University of Delaware in 1989, obtained his law enforcement certification as a Delaware State Police graduate in 1990, and received his Master's in Strategic Studies from the United States Army War College in 2008. While in the Delaware Army National Guard, Major General Berry served in numerous command positions, including 262nd Heavy Equipment Maintenance Company, 160th Engineer Company, Delaware Army National Guard Officer Candidate School, 193rd Regiment Regional Training Institute, 72nd Troop Command and Land Component Commander. He was also the Director of Joint Staff and Special Assistant to the Adjutant General, Joint Force Headquarters, Delaware. Major General Berry served as commander of the Delaware Embedded Training Team, Bamiyan, Afghanistan, attached to the 86th Infantry Brigade Combat Team in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. In addition to his military career, and after 28 years with the Delaware State Police, Major General Berry retired as Deputy Troop Commander of Delaware State Police Troop 4. He is married to Brigadier General Karen Berry, who is the Director of Joint Staff for the Connecticut National Guard. They currently reside right here in Georgetown, Delaware, and have 2 adult children, Jason and Ashley. Please join me in welcoming Major General Michael R. Berry.
Well, thank you very much for that introduction. And good evening, everybody. What an amazing turnout. I kind of was warned that it was going to be standing room only, and in fact it is. This is just amazing. Dr. Brainerd, Dr. Behrens, staff and faculty of Del Tech, the Board of Trustees, friends, family, and most important, the members of Delaware Technical Community College classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022. Let's give them a round of applause again. So this is certainly an honor for me to be addressing such a large contingent of the Delaware Tech family. And I know this is just a small portion of it. When I was asked by the class to address the graduates, I was surprised and humbled. Now, Del Tech has been a part of my professional career since July 4th, 1980. And I know you're all doing the math, so you're going to ask, how could my professional career have been involved in Del Tech since 1980, since I was 12? Well, I attended the the Georgetown old-fashioned 4th of July celebration here on these very grounds. And I sold hot dogs and hamburgers for a local catering company, thus the professional connection. So, I'm going to ask anybody that was here on July 4th, 1980, I know there's somebody out there, please raise your hand. Wave it so I can see it. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, we're definitely showing our age on that one. So as mentioned, I live right out the back, right behind the college here, and I've grown to recognize and appreciate the strong sense of community pride, dedication to academics, to the arts, to athletics, and to the various organizations which operate here on the Georgetown campus. And I have been fortunate to have been in attendance over the years for the Run White and Blue events and many staff awards and recognition programs. Before I begin my address to the graduates, I really would like to thank Dr. Brainerd for mentioning and recognizing our veterans. As a citizen of Delaware and our United States, and as we approach Memorial Day, this recognition of military service is fitting and it's critical for events such as college graduations. Because without that small segment of our population willing to protect and defend our nation's Constitution and our society's expectations of education for all, we would not have higher education opportunities for all. In fact, I have witnessed firsthand efforts in other countries by individuals and groups to ensure that education is not available. And I have observed the effects these restrictions have on their societies and their way of life. We are indeed fortunate, despite our imperfections, to be Americans and to reside in the greatest nation on earth. I'd like to follow Dr. Brainerd's recognition of a group of individuals who have given so much to this class of soon-to-be graduates. From the moment each of our graduates became a part of the Del Tech family, whether immediately following high school, maybe after a tour in the military, following a few years in the workforce, or even for continuing education following retirement, They have been taught and mentored by an extremely talented pool of professionals who have upheld the highest traditions of education excellence. This is high praise, but it is well deserved. Your staff and faculty have accepted the challenges presented by the Board of Trustees, the accreditation organizations, and most important, the public and private business sectors who intrinsically set the demand for quality and quantity, ensuring that Deltech understands and fills the needs of the workforce in our communities. Professors and faculty, take a look at the graduates. You're going to see happiness, you're going to see some relief, probably a little bit of nervousness and apprehension, and maybe even some disbelief. Maybe not. This group did pretty well. But you will also see, sitting here in front of us, your legacy. The results of your efforts in the classroom, in the shops, out in the field, virtually, and in the hallways between class periods will forever be validated in the long list of names of the graduates who are receiving their diplomas tonight. So to all of the staff and faculty, well done. To the graduates, now over the last 2.5 years, you have experienced and navigated through and around challenges and roadblocks as a result of the COVID pandemic. Your success is a direct result of your resilience and your perseverance, with a little bit of help from the IT folks. Could I have anybody that was working in information technology for the college please stand up and be recognized? Stand up. As graduates, you all have adjusted and excelled, and I can assure you that these experiences, although different than what you thought the college experience would resemble, will result in stronger performance in the workplace. The daily problem-solving skills all of you have developed in order to simply attend and participate in class will factor into your careers at some point in time. Now's a difficult portion of my remarks, offering some words of wisdom. As you all begin the next phase of your lives, one of the most important pieces of advice that I can offer is for each of you to sit down with a trusted mentor and develop a plan based on the military's backward planning model. It's my favorite. This model is a technique that I was taught in my early military training, and it's been extremely helpful in my professional career as well as my private life in ensuring that I did not waste time or effort in getting to the required end state or completing the mission. In your case, I would start at your planned retirement age and work back in 10-year increments. I know it's kind of strange talking about retirement since you haven't even received your diplomas yet. However, now is the time to begin the process by outlining where you would like to be in 40 years. And I look around the room, some of you are shaking your heads and agreeing with me because you've been there already. Establishing a rough roadmap on how to get there. You will provide yourself direction and motivation. When developing your plan, be true to your individual abilities, talents, and your interests. Now be realistic and be practical. Some talents and interests will pay off financially, and some will not pay off at all. So you're going to have to find a balance. Ultimately, from this point forward, if not already, you will be responsible for your financial future, your health, and your welfare. You may have some assistance along the way, and that's awesome, But at the end of the day, you must recognize that this is the beginning of the next phase, and the person looking back at you in the mirror is the only person who controls the end game. Develop several courses of action based on known conditions and potential unforeseen circumstances. Analyze your decision points and the crossroads as you progress through your life's phases. It sounds like a lot of work, but in reality, it's a simple scheme and can really help clarify what you need to accomplish to be successful in your career and to be a contributing member of our community. Making the right choice can be difficult and confusing, but one of my favorite guiding principles that I've used moving through my military career is simply to ask two questions. What would my family say? And how would the front page of the local paper read? Two very different dynamics, but very real nonetheless. If the answers are negative on both counts, then I would probably need to look for another choice. You don't have to use family or the local paper. Instead, adapt the philosophy that is most related to you. The beauty of the backwards planning model lies in your ability to apply it to just about any situation that you may encounter. Simply identify the desired end state and plan in reverse to the present situation. And always remember that it is a fluid model. No one can foresee the exact future. However, as you practice this technique, you will become more proficient and learn to navigate the known and the unknown decision points more effectively. For many of you, the immediate future has not been defined, and that is okay. But now, the door is open and the future is here. My goal today is not to increase your apprehension, but to guide you to embrace the opportunities before you and encourage you to establish your plan, one that works for you. Your diplomas are your proof that you have the basics needed to flourish in our community and beyond. Earlier, I mentioned the word legacy. Well, you are the legacy of Deltec. Never forget the efforts put forth by your professors and your families to get you to this point. Continue to have pride in yourselves and confidence in your abilities. If and when things get rough, reach back, find the resolve that brought you to this day, and you will find what you need to move forward. I thank you for the honor of being a part of such an important milestone in your lives, and I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your futures.
Thank you, General Barry. We appreciate you being here and taking the rain check from 2020, right? So thank you for that. We appreciate it. The state of Delaware has vested the trustees of Delaware Technical Community College by statute with the authority to grant diplomas, certificates, and degrees. In addition to diplomas and certificates in specialized programs, the college grants the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate in Applied Science, Associate of Arts in Teaching, and Associate of Science to persons completing the required program of study. Dean Moriarty will now present the candidates for graduation, and I'd like to call General Talbert forward to confer the degrees.
Graduates, please stand. General Talbert, I present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, degree of Associate in Applied Science, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Associate of Science, and the candidates for the diploma.
Congratulations, graduates. It's truly an honor to help you to celebrate your years of hard work and the commitment that has brought you to this important milestone. On behalf of the entire board, I want to say that we are incredibly proud of all of our graduates honored here tonight, and we wish you all the best as you take your next steps. Our class of 2020, 2021, and 2022 here today have already, our classes of 2020 and 2021 graduates have already had their degrees conferred through our virtual ceremonies for these years. So it is now time for me to confer the degrees for the class of 2022. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Delaware, I hereby confer upon these duly authenticated students the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Associate in Applied Science, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Associate of Science, and diplomas, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Delaware Tech graduates, you may now change your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022.
Agribusiness Management, Taylor Cartanza. Connor Fuchs. Elizabeth Roberts. Brianna Blake. Brian Nab. Landscape and Ornamental Horticulture, Amber Melvin. Production Agriculture, Harvey Kenton. Joseph Jones. Turf and Ornamental Horticulture, Emily Mendoza Garcia. Accounting, Natalie Smith. Lily Bullock. Lucia Zaharawi. Brandolyn Richter. Sylvia Hopkins. Isabel Baruta. Business Administration Transfer, Cameron Horn. Aurelie Hernandez Mejia. General Business, Jesse Taveras. Ashley Mitchell. Abigail Brown. Nathaniel Moyer. Logan Koenig. Logan Parker. Autumn Bone. Cindy Ortiz Mendez. Jamisha Morris. Hospitality Management, Haley Talbot. Isaac Ewing. Management, Enrique Quejada Leon. Hurley Knight Morrison. Brittany Stewart. Cindy Perez. Maisha Everett. La Angela Denise Todd. Aaron Spady. Logan Bowers. Devron Johnson. Marketing, Katrina Bethard. Office Administration, Renee Clarkson. Stacy Sadler. Katie McCory. Danisha Jones. Robin Edwards. Legal Studies, Mallory Warfield. Julia Vasquez Dominguez. Jalik Frederick. Early Care and Education, Birth to Second, Jamie Miles. Kate Bender. Sadie Furman. Haley Wilson. Abigail Collins. Jennifer Rivera Vasquez. Kaylee Daisy. Radisha Cook. Stephanie Hollis. Sandra Glandon. Shukri Gibbs. Early Childhood Development, Nicole Mumford. Katrina Lovett. Allie Poff. Danica Hall. Anna Richardson. Marlette Laughlin. Laura Messick. Elementary Education, Alexis Whalen. Angela Hood. Deja Knight. Serenity Bramble. Daniel Shockley. Lainey Hassett. Courtney Rogers. Haley Malice. Mackenzie Payne. Riley Pettyjohn. Selena Lombardi. Mackenzie Kirkpatrick. Ashley Jones. McKenna LeCates. Catherine Moore. Jennifer Cox. Christina Kofelt. Isana Beatrice Ventura. Michaela Brown. David Karezki. Courtney Bruns. Melissa Tack. Stephanie Haney. Stephanie Caprell. Hannah Chellin. Paige Folke. Celine Cruz Meza. Litzy Chavez. Brianna Rojas Sotelo. Sofia Martinez Lopez. Pedro Morales Lopez. Shelby Bacon. Gabrielle Sachs. Natalie Pierre. Madison Schatzer. Sarah Cullen. Travis Harris. Civil Engineering Technology, Victoria Vando. Cameron Beulah. Riley Sapp. Jordan Clark. Robert Mancuso. Jonathan Carpin. Freddie Hernandez Mejia. Design Engineering Mechanical, Kyle Bragdon. Electronics Engineering Technology, Dylan Naples. Anthony Cusimano. Jacob Foxwell. Refrigeration, Heating, and Air Conditioning Technology, Jason Cook. General Studies, Tara Litton. Heather Delgado. Robin M. Dash. Tyler Keeler. Brianna Clegg. Mallory Swift. Maya Saez. Martin Wood. Kylie Calloway. Cassie Calloway. Lamisha Bailey. Natasha Suarez. Desiree Walsted. Jasmine Marino. Amanda Gross. William Arterbridge. Sean Afaru. Ambria Middleton. Kiana Hughes. Juliana Smith. Caitlin Carlock. Alyssa Abayaneda. Carlissa Abayaneda. Biological Sciences, Alexandra Garbaz. Jeanette Seitz. Karen Juan de Dios. Diagnostic Medical Sonography, Jessica Tignola. Morgan King. Natalia Drury. Dorothy Gorsuch. McKenna Browning. Wendy Nelson. Christina Chellin. Food Science, Amanda Kerspel. Paula Marker. Medical Laboratory Technician, Shanna Wilson. Brittany St. Martin. Ashley Hanks. Mary Balsatar. Occupational Therapy Assistant, Autumn Carroll. Caitlin Davis. Cassandra Himes. Physical Therapist Assistant, Eric Winarchek. Haley DiCarlantonio. Cassie Feaster. Radiologic Technology, Danielle Whaley. Jara West. Lauren Hestra. Julia Jensen. Chelsea Mooney. Bryce Short. Nicholas Ralph. Matthew Dammeyer.
Like, remember the Alamo.
Stephen Malamo II. Respiratory Care, Jennifer Alonso. Matthew Campbell. Hannah Feldman. James Howard. Brianna King. Andrea Mordali. Todd Sauer. Madison Selby. Veterinary Technology, Ashton Platsky. Kelly Culver. Joycelyn Kelly. Charlotte Fraze. Jenna Wood. Lee Bowers. Bethany Wickham. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Kelly Thomas. Brittany Nunez. Chloe Bartholomew. Lizette Morales Gutierrez. Dawn Head. Sarah Lewis. Associate Degree Nursing, Amy Thomas. Brittany Ostashevsky. Salima Khan. Halem Quintero Osorio. Deborah Lewis. Trudy Kirkendall. Spencer Brittingham II. Jesse Bender. Stephen Landis. Fernanda Flores. Christian Chandler. Brittany Amadei. Erica Castrajan Martinez. Dejana Rodriguez. Olashei Orefiwa. Tanisha Berenger. David Cleary. Daniel Opal. Kalia DeVore. Coy Langlis. Tiffany Kane. Markia Tillman. China Pritchett. Janae Taylor. Shafonda Horsey. Brianna Totten. Beorthy Bertrand. Panina Pierre. Olivia Farkas. Rachel Corbin. Tammy Hussey. Autumn Malinsky. Valerie Greenlee. Helen Countryman. Yasemin Tan. Lakaira Johnson. Kelly Duffy. Ari Russell. Cassidy Calloway. Chelsea Bailey. Hannah Craven. Alexandra Morris. Paul Gebbia. Jasmine Dokes. Practical Nursing Studies, Shamaria Dokes. Albina Hernandez Mejia. Jill Miller. Jessica Stone. Ashley Messick. Tyshira Friend. Rosemary Awomakori. Chantil Sellers. Kamaya Knox. Monica Keene. LaShonda Stanley. Tomika Fletcher. Luz Espin Hervis. Information Technology and Networking, Nicole Altoff Smith. Faith Johnson. Maria Jakimowski. Mallory Lehman. Christian Camilo Padilla. Jermaine Purnell. Michael Chuck. James Carnwright. Dylan Newman. Jonathan Mitnick. Teresa Pembroke. Communications, Brianna Nelson. John Schrock. Kylie King. Seth Quishan. Jasmine Williams. Criminal Justice, Itzel Rojas Vicente. Stephanie Diaz Perez. Fania Charles. Daniel Jones. Evan Strickland. Kaisley Perez Hernandez. Rafael Encarnacion III. Danny Ramirez Martin. Courtney Sylvester. Jeremiah Wright Rodriguez. Keisha Kellum. Yashika Ryan. Ellen Simmons. Law Enforcement Option, Natalie Zelano. Angelica Perez Mendez. Human Services, Faith Sweet. Melinda Nichols. Jalencia Anilda Rodriguez Rosado. Rashawn Shorter. Samantha Dyes. Summer Tharp. Desiree Sutton. Takesha Nichols Dale. Nicole Taylor. Fania LeBrun. Ariel Ruland. Caitlin Day. Edwina Barnes. Elisa White. Hope Vela. Crystal Messick. Ian Salisbury Timmons. Jasmine Delphin Reyes. Jabrea Purnell. Dahlia Vincent. Jenna Moore. Georgina Valdez. Rachel Clavijo Dominguez. Danielle Martin. Amber Ayers. Kanika Evans. Nyasia Mosley. Shamira Smith. Shayla Taylor. Jennifer Barch Hilt. Bree Fitch. Corey Austin Christian. Annabelle Rosario. Brianne Desmone Burbage. Lamira Ross. Cassandra Meller. Logan Dory. Drug and Alcohol Counseling, Kamisha Mifflin. Automotive Technology, David Chukeski. Ronald Graham. Roy Legates. Rebecca Garcia. Alexander Riggin. Diesel Technology, Douglas Pearson. Jack Dennis. Ivan Rios. Vinny DiPaolo. Aviation Maintenance Technology, Michael Gerhard. Jessica Nellis. Todd Stanley. Photo Imaging, Jalen Levenberry.
Congratulations again, graduates. Graduates, you have now transformed from students to graduates to brand new alumni. And now, to properly induct you, here is the president of the Owens Campus Alumni Association, Nancy Broadhurst.
With the authority vested in me by the Constitution and bylaws of Delaware Technical Community College's Alumni Association, it is my honor and privilege to formally induct Delaware Technical Community College's 54th graduating class of the Owens campus into the Alumni Association with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
As we come to the end, let me ask that our new alumni always remember that your bond with Delaware Tech is strong. Your college is a part of your history. We're a part of your credentials, we're a part of you, and we couldn't be prouder. Come back often to share your successes with your Delaware Tech family. We'll be waiting here with open arms. And now, Chaplain Guy will conclude with the benediction.
Now, Lord, as we move forward in life, we ask that your strength will sustain us, that your power will preserve us, that your hand will protect us, that your way will direct us. May your love go with us this day and forevermore. Amen.
Did they leave?
Yeah, they're still walking. I mean, the graduates are still walking. So, well, it's up to you.
We're not playing that again.
Okay, all right. We could do, what do you want to